Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have only two duties to discharge this night. One is to keep you updated with the progress of our program, and the one is to commemorate our entrepreneurs at the back. When anybody runs a project or any program that is successful, it usually becomes like what they call a pet project. It's something somebody keeps close to his heart, to the extent that sometimes we feel to isolate it and keep and protect it is probably the best way to do it. Like they say, many cooks spoil the broth, so we try to keep hands out of it and we try to keep it to ourselves so that we can ensure that the success that has come from this program, that it continues to go. At the Sands of Entrepreneurship Training Center, we have the opposite belief. We believe that as more and more people plug into the program, the greater are the chances for the longevity of the program. The greater are the chances for the program being successful and sustainable. Kenneth Blanchard, who's an author on management, has written that if a person is an employee, and we will take this example, that if a person is an employee and he makes his work apparent to his employer, to the extent that they know exactly what he's doing, how he does it, or when he does it, that person becomes indisposable to the company. But if a person who is an employee starts keeping even trade secrets to himself, he is the first one the company looks at to get rid of and get out of their way. So everything that we've done is apparent and it is open to anybody who ever wants to look at our program. The progress that we've made over the last couple of months and since the last time we've met, the very first thing that I want to mention is that we are finally CETA accredited. The course material that we offer in our entrepreneurship training program has some value. It is registered against unit standards, which are the basic units of education that the government feels everybody should have to run a certain program. So we've attained the CETA accreditation. And all the organizations and people that we speak about, I will mention a few of them, who have plugged themselves into our program and have gone to the extent that even the people who initiated the program, or even the staff that are employed to look after it, are almost obsolete. So that we could take a step back and the work will still carry on. We have 2 or 3 people who facilitate for us. One is Abdul Aziz Abrams, who is a project manager of Nashua Siemens. And once every Saturday after 6 weeks, he offers training to our candidates in project management. We have Ashraf Kachalia, who also offers the finance module. He facilitates that module for us. And we have Usama Latau, who is employed by government, but gives off 1 day in a week to come see our entrepreneurs because he knows all this way around all the legislature regarding how to get trade permits or to get hawkers license, to get food licenses. And he facilitates that session and even attaining the license for our candidates. So even with facilitation of the material that we have a group of people who are taking that burden off from us and who are adding value to the program that we offer. Very recently, we have started liaising with the South African Franchise Warehouse because we have started identifying that in our program, there are individuals who have no option but to take entrepreneurship up as a career path. But many a times they sit in the classroom, they don't know what to do. The business ideas that they have, they don't know if it's feasible because they either don't have the expertise for it or they simply lack the aptitude necessary to run that business idea. So the South African Franchise Warehouse, we've started liaising with them. And we started speaking to them regarding franchises that fit in our bracket. Because usually when we think of franchises, we think of McDonald's and KFC. But there are a plethora of franchises that are in the range of even as little as 9,500 Rand up to 50, 60,000 Rand. And these franchisors have started coming to our training candidates and pitching their idea to them, that this is a possibility of a business that they could run. And we've allowed them to go through the processes with those franchisors. If they feel that they are the right candidate and the person to take their franchise over, then we will offer the funding for that. This is something that's been done very recently. Hussein has mentioned the assessors and he's given commemoration to them. I would love to do the same. There are a group of young individuals that are attached to our program who make the decision for every business plan that is submitted to our office, whether we should fund that business or not. And if they've gone to the extent that everything is documented, everything is written down. Should a person get an approval for his business plan, he will get it in writing, and the reasons why he has been chosen to be funded. And should any of our candidates be declined, it is given in writing to them, that what areas of their business plan are unclear or overestimated or too ambitious, and why their business plans cannot be funded. And this entire system is so open that we give this to the candidate. He or she has the full right to respond to the objections laid against their business plan. And they do so in writing. And 9 out of 10 times, the entrepreneur gets funded after that. So I would take this opportunity again to thank them, because they truly make our work much easier. And then when it comes to the mentoring of our businesses, we have a group of people who dedicate their time to actually go meet funded entrepreneurs of ours. They go to them in the field, meet them at their site, and give them advice on their businesses, on certain key areas and key aspects of their businesses that they might be lacking in. And they offer advice to them on a personal level. And this is done one-to-one. And in this regard also, we've recently also met with the University of Johannesburg, and we met with their entrepreneurship department. And the professor there has given in our care 26 students who are doing their 4th year in the entrepreneurship diploma. And they are also going around mentoring our candidates. Because one of their assignments for the year is that for a period of 7 months, they have to go to a struggling entrepreneur and mentor him and give him advice until the end of their assignment, that entrepreneur is in a better state, his business in a better state than when they met them. And this has been already initiated, and we've already met with the students, and we've met with our entrepreneurs. So like I mentioned, and I'm reiterating, that the program that we have, we try to plug as many people as possible into the system. We want to make it work. We've even started designing a QMS system that details our entire program from start to end, in paper. Should any person or any organization even want to run this program, we could give it to them in booklet form and say, this is our experiences, this is what has worked for us. You are free to take it and free to duplicate it anyway. Because SANZAF has taken the initiative to start entrepreneurial activity in the country. And as an organization, we cannot be everywhere and for everyone. And we cannot help everybody. So if there are organizations who come forward and want this information from us, we are more than glad to assist them in establishing their own entrepreneurship center. So those are the progresses that we've done over the year. Just to explain again briefly of how the program works, is that we assess first clients coming to us that they have basic literacy and numeracy skills to handle a workshop environment. If they pass this literacy and numeracy test, we place them into the training. The training is run over 5 weeks. There are 2 aspects to the training. One is the pure business training, business ideas, marketing, sales, business plan, which is conducted by myself and 2 other facilitators, and the 3 that I've mentioned before. Then there's one part of the training that is got to do with the mindset, where we try to change the mindset of our candidates from I can't to I can, which we take them out of, even if they're in semi-depression almost, and to a point where they are enlightened and they believe that they can do it, which makes the second part of the training very easy for us. Thereafter, at the end of the training, each one of them has to draw up a business plan document on their own. It is submitted to us. We will do an internal assessment to make sure that all the checks and balances are there before we ship it to our group of volunteers who assess the business plans. Like I said, they will assess whether to fund or not, and thereafter we fund all our clients. And these are the people that I've mentioned before who add value to this program. Now we'll start commemorating our awardees, and I'll ask them to please stand up.